Tameside Radio Sports Talk with Betfred. Visit your local Betfred shop today for a variety of great offers and check out our app for great features like Pick Your Punts Builder. Whenever you bet, Betfred. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Well, hello and welcome. This is Sports Talk with me, Lewis Connell. And as always, I'm joined by Peter Spencer from Betfred. How are you doing today, Peter?
Very eager today.
Very eager. You're ready for it? Well, we'll get straight into it then. Obviously, we're going to start with the Euros. France and Germany are now the favourites for the competition. It was England at the start, but it's now shifted because of England's shaky start.
Yeah, Betfred have France and Germany both 4-1 to be the outright winners of the competition. England have slipped off to 9-2, having just about scrambled home against Serbia, and then the pitiful draw against Denmark. Next up, we've got Spain. They've been cut in now to 5-1. They've been quite impressive, notably when they beat Italy. Portugal, they're doing okay as well, 11-2. Netherlands, 14-1. Italy, 20-1. Belgium also 20-1. So we think the winner is going to come from those nations. And then we've got England and Slovenia.
On Tuesday, of course, England are going to have to win that game if they are to top the group, you would think. I mean, a draw might be enough if the other two draw, but if they are to finish second, England, that would mean facing Germany in the last 16, which you wouldn't really fancy our chances in that one, would you? So that puts even more importance on this game.
Not on current form, but I did hear that some golfers around the England base are cheesed off because some of their holes have been closed because it gets too close to the England players, hit by golf balls, and therefore they want England to be beaten so that they can carry on with their 18 holes.
Right.
Anyway, Betfred have England 1-3 to beat Slovenia. Slovenia 9-1. The draw, which you say is a distinct possibility on current form from this crop, that's 4-1 with Betfred. Harry Kane to score the first goal, that's a 5-2 shot. Watkins 3-1, Bowen 11-2, Bellingham 11-2, Foden 11-2. So we think it's going to be either Harry Kane to get that opener or Ollie Watkins. England to win 2-0. 9-2, and for those supreme optimists out there that England actually get it together, show the form that we all know they're capable of but have yet to show it in Germany. England 3-0 winners. Well, Betfred have that at 15-2, and a lot of people are piling on that sort of scoreline because they just can't imagine that this England team could actually play any worse than they have been doing of late.
Yeah, it's not just about the sort of results, because we're, as you say, top of the group on 4 points. It's the manner of the performances, especially that Denmark game. It just looked like 11 players that had never sort of played with each other before.
It's unbelievable the way that they're performing out there. I noticed that they're having a go at the media now. I mean, I'm no great fan of Lineker, but he's entitled to his view. Same with Shearer. They've actually done the business, and if they can't have a say, well, who can? So Harry Kane saying they should realise that they're part of the problem in that they haven't achieved anything for England since 1966, and that they should have more sympathy towards them. Well, I just think it's frankly pathetic. They just want to get on with it, win some football matches, earn the money that they all get for the being fantastic talent that they are, and just perform. I mean, I saw hands being thrown around, arguments amongst the camp in the Denmark game. It was a joke. People weren't running back. The pressing was appalling. Harry Kane totally isolated up front, midfield all over the place, goalkeeper looking flappy as flappy can be. It was just ridiculous. I think there was only Stones and Kyle Walker who came out of that game with any credit at all. And everyone keeps going on about it being Southgate's fault. Well, I blame the players just as much. I mean, they've got to show pride. Talk about 3 lions, they're more like 3 pussycats.
Yeah, well, there's obviously going to have to be some changes going into that game. A lot of talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield. For what it's worth, I don't think he he is best used in that position. I wouldn't mind seeing him at right back, but I don't want to see him in midfield again. I'd like to see one of the younger lads in there.
But the way that Southgate goes about his business, he likes players sticking to the positions. So he won't want like a wandering minstrel like Trent, or he doesn't really like Foden, I don't think. He wants players who actually do the job that they're supposed to do. So Kyle Walker is his right back because he's got great speed. He goes charging down the right wing like a winger, and he can tackle, and hardly anybody gets past him. Job done, right? And ditto in midfield. He just about puts up with Foden because of the clamour to include him in the team. But it's taken him all this time to realise what everybody else knows, that he's a number 10. And that's his best position. Harry Kane, he'll probably keep his place in the team because he's the captain. But he needs to do his job, which is stay up front, collect the ball, play people in, and put the ball in the back of the onion bag. That's his job. And that's why he likes Jarrod Bowen, because Bowen just does what he's supposed to do. He doesn't get anything special out of him in particular. And I think the same will go for Rice as well. I mean, there's a clamour for him to go forward. Well, why? He's there to protect the back line. And then he's taken his gamble on Trippier that doesn't look like it's paid off, because Trippier's right-footed, everybody knows that, and there's so many right-footed players in that team. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, even with Trippier's injury now, there's still the man who's probably going to come in for him, Joe Gomez. I mean, he's a right-footed player as well, so we'll probably have even less balance on that side. Shaw doesn't look like he's going to play any part in the Slovenia game, or maybe not even beyond that. So I think we've got to see a proper winger used on that left-hand side as well. I wouldn't mind Anthony Gordon coming in, maybe moving forward and inside and pushing Bellingham back.
Well, Anthony Gordon is a good shout because he gets down the wing and puts a cross in. I mean, how simple is that? And who's on the end of the cross? Harry Kane. So here's my prediction. That will be one of the goals when they play tomorrow night. That Anthony Gordon gets down the wing and puts a cross in. And it's so simple, football. They make it complicated. They're on about all the digital information about who's doing what press, what speed, and all the rest of it. But at the end of the day, it's a simple game. Get past your full-back, get a cross in. That's how the best teams fly and do well in any competition in world football. And all the emphasis is on Southgate and his substitutions and all the rest of it. But these players need to start earning the corn.
There you go. Well, hopefully we can see a bit of that tomorrow and finish the group stages on a high. Just moving on to the Betfred Super League now. How are the outright odds looking after the weekend's action? Well,
Saints, they were beaten at Salford. That was a shock result. Warrington won. Hull KR won. So at the end of the day, it's all getting very, very tight at the top of the table now. We've got 6 clubs divided by 6 points. Now, Wigan are the outright favourites because they not only 2 points clear, but they've got a game in hand. So they're 4-5 with Betfred to win the grand final outright. St Helens, who went down at Salford, as I said, that's for 44 years, Salford have not done the double over St Helens, and they did so at the weekend. So Saints are now second favourites with Betfred, 5-2 to win the grand final. Warrington 9-1, holding that position there. They had a scramble victory at the weekend. Hull KR, they're 9-1, same as Warrington. Catalans on the slide, 14-1. Salford, they've been cut in now from 50-1 to 33-1 to win the grand final. Mark Sneed had a fantastic game against Saints. Absolute class act from all accounts. He even drew praise from Paul Wellens, the St Helens coach. He said he was going to make an impact on the game, and he certainly did so, setting up at least 2 tries with his expert kicking. Of the other Great Manchester teams, Lee are 40-1 to win the grand final.
And just to finish, we got some odds on the most seats in the upcoming general election.
Yeah, most seats, Labour clear favourites now, 1-50. The Conservatives 40-1. Total Conservative seats, well, people are piling in on that the Conservatives have reduced to 50-99 seats. That's incredible. 11-10. 100-149 seats. That's 5-2. People are curious about the Total Reform. The Total Reform UK seats. 7 or more is 13-8. 1-2 is 2-1. And then we've got the next Conservative leader. Badenoch is still the favourite, 3-1. Priti Patel, 5-1. Again, Nigel Farage being cut in quite dramatically now, is 6-1 to be the next Conservative leader. He's the Reform leader, of course, but it's 6-1 to take over the Conservative Party, which, whatever happens, is in a kind of disarray.
Definitely. Well, just before we go, actually, we've got a story on a winner, a very big winner from East Anglia, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. I've yet to speak to this lady, but basically she's won £200,000 on the Betfred's own Nifty 50 game, where she bet £1, picked all 5 numbers.
Well, that really is outrageous, isn't it?
So I'm looking forward to going to East Anglia and having a good chat with her.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have more information about her in the coming weeks, and we'll find out what she's hoping to spend it on. But if you're wanting a chance to win a sum like that, you can bet online on the app or in Betfred stores, and we'll see you at the same time on Friday.
No problem.
Tameside Radio Sports Talk with Betfred. Visit your local Betfred shop today for a variety of great offers, and check out our app for great features like Pick Your Punts Builder. Whenever you bet, Betfred. 18+, begambleaware.org.